Listen, just as you need your physical exercises, you need your physical exercises so that your body can show up and work for you, not against you, so that your body can show up and function as you need it to, so that your body can take you to where you need to go. You need your physical exercises for that. Just as you need your physical exercises for all of that, you need your spiritual exercises for the development of your soul. Because, honey, that soul is where we do the work. Come on, y'all. The soul is where we do the work. Everything is going to follow whatever is going on in that soul. And we call the core inner parts of you your soul, your thoughts, all of them, high, medium, low, your intellect, all of the knowledge that you accumulate, that you entertain, that you pull, that you absorb, that then becomes a filter for those thoughts. So we call that the thought, the intellect, your heart, your energy in motion, your knowing down on the inside, your feelings about what you think you know on the inside. We call that heart. And then your will, how you act it all out. We call that your soul, honey. And that soul needs some exercise. And hey, Paulette, Lucas, so good to see of you today. April, good to see of you. We call that your soul. Beautiful to see all of you who can see of you, who can join us live, and blessings to all of the replay people. I am so delighted to be your host. I'm Bishop Dr. Davina Jones. Honored to be the assistant spiritual leader of today's church, headquarters in Tampa Bay, Florida, with entities throughout the United States and the globe. And I also have the pleasure of serving as the fivefold general and bishop for Church of the Everlasting Kingdom. Again, likewise, with entities here throughout the states and abroad. I get to grow in these communities. Can you say grow? Good. I get to grow in these titles. Let me tell you what's behind all of these titles. Growth. That's what it is. It doesn't make me any better than anybody else. I just have more responsibilities. That's what these titles mean. More responsibility to not only making sure that I'm growing, but to support you growing. And then I have the nerve to come on here for the midday moment and grow out loud. Because as my daughter Katrina says, I tell all my business. I got some more business to tell for y'all today. So at any rate, thank you for joining. Listen, we have been working with affirmations. When we talk about spiritual exercises for the soul, I call it, in general, I call it your prayer work. Sometimes I refer to it as your soul work. Okay. Sometimes I generally say, your meditation work, but really it's a nice list or set of exercises that we ascribe to. I've been working on memorizing them. So I'm going to give it all that I can come to right now. All right. And then we're going to work with some affirmations, because affirmations is really just a portion of the work, and they are potent. These are potent portions of the soul work. Affirmations are potent portions of the soul work. And I'm telling you what, they have been ministering to me. They have been feeding my soul, and I continue to grow, 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 grow. All right. So it's not happening physically. Okay. I'm still 14, but I'm growing in my soul. All right. All right. So your soul work includes, for example, visioning, visualization, and dreaming. In other words, pay attention to your daydreams, your night dreams, and your visual charts, your visualization charts, your manifestation boards. You pay attention to all that. Be intentional about how you process that. So, yes, sometimes your dream is influenced by physical gas in your belly from what you ate. And sometimes it is influenced by the gas in the spirit, some stuff you need to release or consider. Okay. So either way, you pay attention to your daydreams and your night dreams and so forth. Okay. Fellowshipping, networking, mentoring. That's a part of your prayer work. Who are you hanging out with? I've heard some people say, show me your circle. And you need to have more than one, because if you in your core circle, if you're the smartest one, show me a circle where you're not the smartest one. You need to be networking and fellowshipping and experiencing mentorship, being teachable. Okay, this is all a part of your soul work so you can live your best life. um Fasting, feasting, and forgiving. What do you need to fast? Pause. What do you need to release? Let go permanently, more permanently. And feast. What do you need to put in? Sometimes we just fast and forgive, and which is great, but you got to put something in there, because that whatever it is, it was taking up some space. So you still got to feed that part of you. So that's a part of your soul work, y'all, part of your exercising. Okay. Your reading, studying, and what is it? Reading, studying, and something goes with that. Researching, reading, studying, and researching. Not just from a spiritual lens, but your self-assessments, knowing who you are, studying yourself. Okay, I talked earlier about the Myers-Briggs, and that's not just merely extrovert, introvert. Some really unique consideration of personality types. Okay, studying your money, meeting with people to learn some best practices. I'm thinking about taking another class or two over at the university, because technology is not my strong suit. And honey, technology is here. Okay, it is here. So studying, researching, reading, studying, and researching. That's a part of your soul work, your prayer work. Okay. Your time, your talent, your treasure. Who's getting your time? Who's getting your talent? Who's getting your treasure? Being intentional about that. That's soul work. That's how you exercise your soul, so your soul can show up and work for you, not against you. It's okay to only spend 2 minutes with this person and spend 2 hours with this person. Yes, that is quite okay. You don't owe everybody, all of that time, talent, and treasure. Okay. All right. What else? It's at least two or three more. Your stillness, your movement, and your body postures. That's another variation of prayer work. Knowing when to be still, when to just sit with something, knowing when to put some movement with it. Okay. All right. We was that the I think either yesterday or the day before, the reflection was, faith without works is dead. Faith with works is alive. So you got to know when to put some movement to something, and when to be still, when to put some movement with it, and when to operate your body postures so that you make sure that you're in good balance. Ego is not in the driver's seat. You're gonna have ego, because ego lets you feel things. So you need the ego, but the ego don't need to be driving. Ego needs to be in the back seat, not in the driver's seat. Okay. All right. So, anyways, those are some examples. I know I didn't get all of the ones I've been practicing right now. Journaling. I didn't. Did I say journaling? I did not. And I think we've had journaling. Maybe not. Okay. Anyways, those are 6 or 7 sets of soul practices. Okay. Scriptures, denials, and affirmations. Boop. That's another one. Okay. And so those are just examples of how you implement things you need to do to exercise the soul. And let me tell you, these affirmations here is a part of my exercise right now. These things, ooh, y'all, ooh, y'all, ooh, y'all, ooh, y'all, ooh, y'all. Good eating right here. This has been some good soul food. Okay. This has been better. I'm telling you. Not much tops some good collard greens and macaroni and cheese and fried chicken. Okay. Not much tops that. Oh, put some potato salad with it and some cornbread. It's not a whole lot that would top that. Okay. You can even take the fried chicken off and put some smothered pork chops in there with some gravy. Oh, not much tops that kind of soul food. But these affirmations, baby, I'm telling you right now, that this tops that. I know you might have to get to a place in consciousness in order to say that, but that's where I am. All right. Today is day 238 of 2026, and the affirmation for today, y'all. This is so amazing, because this was a part of my morning meditation, and I had not read the affirmation yet. In fact, I'm gonna tell you why it was part of my. Then I'm gonna read the affirmation. Okay, some of y'all have books, so y'all already know what's coming. I last Friday Lord, last Thursday, I had a unique moment. It was a little, you have your little low days. You have your days when you're in the valley, the plain, and the mountain. And last Thursday was a low day. So Friday, I decided to make sure I dressed, because I don't always dress up. Even sometimes I just put on a little jacket for the midday moment. But I decided to dress up, do a little makeup. I went to the church, did a little work, and I decided to take myself to lunch. Aha, brilliant idea. Because I was feeling some voids in about some things, and the way in which I desire to experience relationship. And so, because I'm not necessarily in a full-fledged exclusive public, hey y'all, this my boo. See, there I go, telling my business. I say, girl, you better take yourself to lunch. Take yourself to lunch, get your hair and your nails done. Treat yourself. Don't wait on somebody else. Guess what today's affirmation is? And I thought about this today, and I was telling Davina, you did a good job, girl. You did a good job taking yourself out last week. I took myself to one of my favorite places, the Cheesecake Factory. I enjoyed the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. And yes, I had some cheesecake. And then I walked. Okay. Here's day 238. No one can make you happy. No one can make you happy. They can only make you happier. No one can make you happy. No one. I need to be happy before you even show up. No one can make you happy. They can only make you happier. Background scripture, Proverbs 29:18. 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but the person that keepeth the law is happy. Let me tell you something. When you follow, now remember, you can read this Bible literally. You can go through this literally and do the math. Good luck, because it doesn't add up literally. It does not. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. But go ahead. You can try to make this thing work literally. You can make this work as literature. Great debates. Be careful, because if you're not a critical thinker, your mind be all in all kind of places. Okay. But great debate, great literature to debate and synthesize. Great literature. You can also read this for life application, okay? And to do it for life application, you got to navigate through the culture. You got to navigate through gender, which is why we're supporting the publication of the Kingdom Study Bible. And even then, some people say you got to navigate, okay? Just the history of the Bible in and of itself. Yet, I'm gonna work with this. I'm gonna work with this. When you keep the law, you are happy. In other words, when you follow these principles, if nothing else, you start with the order of love. We call it the order of love. They went to Jesus the way shore, and they say, hey, they were trying to trick him. What's the greatest commandment? What's the greatest? And he says, you've missed it, because it's not about what you don't do. It's about what you do. You love the Lord your God with all your heart, and your neighbor as yourself. That little last part right there, that's not that right there. That's the one. As yourself. Love as yourself. So the order of love is to love God, love yourself as a version of God, as an image of God. Even when we don't act like it, bring yourself up to the truth. And then you love others. Then you love everyone. I'm telling you, you follow that law, you're going to be able to work with this here. Nobody can make you happy, only happier. Listen, midday moment. I enjoy sharing this with you. The midday moment is now a part of the KANTV network, a part of the KAN YouTube channel network. KAN stands for Kingdom Access Network. On the KAN YouTube channel, there's more than just the midday moment. Here, it's just me. But on the KAN network, it runs 24/7. And 24/7, you can experience all aspects of inspirations that's coming from the same perspective of kingdom. In short, I often say kingdom means that you are a divine entity in the earth. You are a part of a divine kingdom. You are a part of a royal priesthood. You are on purpose. You were born on purpose, exactly where you are, who you are. all of that. It's a part of your divinity, your divine expression here on the earth. And so, as a member of the CAN Network, we've got a marathon coming up September 26th. And I'm inviting you to join me. The midday moment is going to be sowing $500 towards that. So I'm inviting you to join me. I've got some giving options here, so you can support that directly. I also welcome your contributions. So many of you have been just a personal blessing. I don't appreciate you so much. It's such an encouragement, and so I welcome both and or. All right, but mark your calendars, Saturday, September 26th, so that you can join the midday moment in this marathon. We're going to have things all going on all day, and then there's going to be a segment just for the midday moment. So a flyer is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I promise you. But I'm letting you know now so you can plan. Okay. I love you. God bless you. God be you. Y'all take care. You don't have to be